So what's with the confetti cannons, Dad?
Well, today is our 25th episode of Destiny Children's TV. And so as a family, we have produced 25 episodes with the help of some very wonderful, wonderful people. So we thought it was worth celebrating. So you ready? 1, 2, 3. Shaboom! Hello, boys and girls!
Welcome to Destiny's.
Welcome to Destiny.
Welcome to Destiny.
Welcome to Destiny.
Welcome to Destiny.
Shaboom! Welcome to Destiny Children's TV.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this? Ready for this?
We're so happy you can join us today for our 25th episode. Can you believe it? We love it when you send us your videos. We know you've enjoyed getting involved in the worship, in all those wonderful crafts that Jackie's been preparing for us. And so we've got a video coming up of all the kinds of things you guys have been up to recently.
My cross, you would lay down your life, that I would be set free. I sing for all that you've done
We're continuing our series today on Heroes of Faith. We're going to be looking at Moses shortly. But first of all, we're going to worship. So everybody up on your feet. You can use your whole body to get involved in praising Jesus this morning. You don't have to know all the words, but let's put our whole effort into praising him today.
Sizes. Life is full of many surprises, but one thing stays the same: Jesus is on my side. I don't need to be afraid, I don't need to run and hide. When I open my Bible, it's clear as can be, the God that I read about's with me. Gonna be a giant of faith, like Moses and Joseph, Daniel, Esther, Rahab and Ruth, no denying the truth. The giants of faith are like David, Elijah, Noah and the rest of the team. I'm gonna be a giant of faith, I'm gonna be a giant of faith. Stick together, hand in hand, through every adventure. When I'm playing with my friends, or when I go to sleep, I know you are always there. Angels are watching me when I open my Bible, it's clear as can be. The God that I read about's with me, and I'm gonna be a giant of faith. Like Moses and Joseph, Daniel, Esther, Rahab and Ruth, no denying the truth. The giants of faith, and like David, Elijah, Noah and the rest of the team, I'm gonna be a giant of faith. I'm gonna be a giant of faith. By faith I can do anything. By faith I can do anything. By faith I can do anything. Like Moses and Joseph, Daniel, Esther, Rahab and Ruth, no denying the truth. The giants of faith, and like David, Elijah, Noah and the rest of the team, I'm gonna be a giant of faith. I'm gonna be a giant of faith.
The fruit of the spirit's not a coconut. Fruit of the spirit's not a coconut. If you wanna be a coconut, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the spirit's not a banana. The fruit of the spirit's not a banana. You wanna be a banana? You might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the spirit's not a watermelon. The fruit of the spirit's not a watermelon. You wanna be a watermelon? You might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the spirit's not a lemon. The fruit of the spirit's not a lemon. If you wanna be a lemon, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the spirit's not a cherry. The fruit of the spirit's not a cherry. If you wanna be a cherry, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Okay, everybody knows that grapes come in bunches, so everybody get in big bunches. The fruit of the spirit's not a grape. The fruit of the spirit's not a grape. You wanna be a grape, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. The fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control.
Yo, 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 it's great to see you today. Today we're going to be looking at Moses. Now, the story of Moses links into last week's character, which was Joseph. Because if you remember, at the end of the story of Joseph, all the people of Israel were living in Egypt. And then Joseph had lots of kids, and their kids had kids, and their kids had kids. And basically, over 400 years, we get to the point where we are at now in our story with the character of Moses. Let's find out what he did.
The Faithful Hall of Fame, Moses.
This is Moses, who was an Israelite boy born in a time when Israelite boys were not supposed to live. By faith, Moses' parents hid him for 3 months after he was born because they saw he was no ordinary child, and they were not afraid of Pharaoh. You see, Moses lived in Egypt, and the Israelites were slaves to the Egyptians. But God had a plan for his people and Moses. Moses was adopted into the Pharaoh's family and grew up in the Egyptian palace. By faith, Moses refused to be known as the son of Pharaoh's daughter. He chose to share in the pain of his people rather than enjoy the fleeting pleasures of sin, for he was looking ahead to his great reward. When Moses had grown up, he made a big mistake and fled Egypt for fear that he would be killed. He came to live with the Midianites for many years. One day, God spoke to Moses through a burning bush and called him back to Egypt to fulfill his plan. But Moses was afraid and didn't think he was the right man for the job. So God gave Moses his brother Aaron as a helper. So Moses went back to Egypt. He and Aaron asked Pharaoh to let God's people go. After much hardship due to the Pharaoh's hardened heart, Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt and towards the Promised Land. It was by faith that Moses left the land of Egypt, not fearing Pharaoh's anger. He kept right on going because he kept his eyes on the one who is invisible. It was by faith that the people of Israel went through the Red Sea as though they were on dry ground. And then God's people wandered in the desert for many years, even though the way to the Promised Land only took a few days. While wandering in the desert, God gave the Israelites food to eat.
What's that?
And water to drink, and was with them as they made their way to the Promised Land. God gave them many other laws and rules to live by to keep them safe and to set them apart as his own people. He gave them 10 commandments about how they should live. Through it all, God took care of his people and used his servant, Moses, to accomplish his good plan.
Wow, didn't Moses live an exciting life? You know, the key thing about Moses was he made a difference where he was. God called him and asked him to go and lead the people out of captivity and into the Promised Land. Do you know Jesus said the same thing to you and I? In Matthew 5:14 it says, "You are the light of the world, a city on a hill that cannot be hidden." People don't light a lamp and put it under a bulb. Instead, they put it on a stand to shine so that they may see your good deeds and praise God in heaven. You know, you can make a difference wherever you are. Many of you may have gone back to school this week or will be going to. You can make such a difference at school. Maybe there are kids who just need somebody to be a friend, just need somebody who's going to be kind. Maybe there'll be new kids who don't know where they're going. You can be one of the people who helps them to feel safe and feel happy at their new school. Maybe you can tell one of your friends about Jesus. Maybe you can introduce them to Destiny Children's TV or invite them to watch Destiny Church on a Sunday. You can make a difference with your family. You can help your parents just tidy up, clean up. You know, you can make such a difference wherever you are. God calls us to be a light in this world. And you know, a light, it shines, and wherever it shines, it makes such a difference. You know, that's you and that's me. I was on holiday this week and I was stood on the beach, and it reminded me of a story about a boy who found loads of starfish who had been washed up onto the beach. And there were like thousands and thousands of these starfish, and the sea was going out and these starfish were all going to die.
because the sun was going to come on them and they didn't have any water. And so the boy started picking up a starfish and throwing it back into the sea. Picked up another starfish and threw it into the sea. And a man saw him and said, "Why are you doing this? You can't possibly save all of these starfish. You can't possibly make a difference to all of these starfish." And the boy says, "No, I can't." But picks up another starfish, says, "I can make a difference to this one," and throws it into the sea. Picks up another starfish and throws it into the sea. I want to encourage you. You can make a difference just like Moses where you are. Every act of kindness, every time you do something that God wants you to do, you are shining your light and you're making a difference in someone else's life. You might not always see it. People might not always treat you nicely for it. But keep making a difference. Keep doing the things that you know God wants you to do, because he's called you and me to be lights in this world. Just like Moses, who made a difference to the people of Israel, you and me can make a difference to the people in our world today. Let's go over to Jackie for some crafts. Yo, yo, yo!
Good morning, everyone. I hope you've had a really good week. Now, because schools are opening back up again, I thought that we could make something that you can use to decorate your desk with. So, as you can see, I've just got some pens and some scissors in this, but you can put anything you like in, and it's in the shape of a cat. Now, you can make this out of toilet roll middles, but I would have needed 8 and I didn't have enough. So I've made it out of just pieces of coloured cards. So I'll show you how to do that today. But if you have got toilet roll middles, I definitely use them because it'll be a lot easier. So this one's got 4 tubes. You could obviously make it with less if you wanted to as well. And I've decided to make mine multicoloured, but you could just make it out of one colour if that's what you have, or you could colour in, like make zigzags or patterns or things on the cardboard before you make the tubes as well. So many choices. And you don't need to make a cat, obviously. You could make any animal that you like. So just to start off with, I'm going to make my tubes. I'm using tape only because it's a lot quicker to show you how to do that, but you could also glue it or staple it, and all you really need to do is cut off a piece of width of tape and stick it down. One tube done. So I'm going to go and make the other 3 that I need to make my desk tidy. Okay, so now that I've got my 4 rolls, I'm just going to staple them together. So again, you don't need to do that. You could tape them or you could glue them, but I think this works the best, to be honest. Because I've sticky taped these, I'm going to put the tape at the back because it's the least interesting piece, and then just put one staple in the top of my 2 rolls and one staple in the bottom, like so, and do the same until I've got all 4 put together. So now that I've got my basic structure put together, I'm going to do the fun bit and turn it into a cat. So I decided to do an orange cat, but as always, be creative and make it your own. You will need some glue, obviously. So this is my tail, and as you can see, it's just an L sort of shape. Just need to pop some glue on one end, and then put it in whichever tube is going to be the back of your cat. And then I have 2 smaller L shapes that are going to be its feet. So again, just a bit of glue. And put one at the front. And the second one, now I'm putting it on the 3rd tube, but again, it's your cat or your animal. So pop that on there. And to make the face, so we're going to put his face together before we stick it on. So firstly, I have a circle of, in my case, orange paper. Now I just drew around a small bowl that I have to get this shape because I can't cut a circle from scratch. And then I have these 2 contrasting pieces to make its ears, and 2 smaller versions of the same thing in the same colour. But as always, you can use any colour you like. So I'm just going to put these orange pieces inside the white because that's like the inside of its ear. There we go. And then these, put some glue on the front, just get stuck to the top of the head. Now cats do have pointy ears, so that's why I put some points on these instead of making them round shapes. But again, you don't need to make a cat. You can make any shape or creature that you like. You could just design this with just cut out pieces really in different shapes, like, I don't know, lightning bolts or something like that. That'd be cool. These are going to be its eyes. So I have two sort of grape shaped pieces here. Oh, and one of them's come undone. And then all I need is a marker pen. So firstly, I'm going to draw some middles into his eyes. And then I'm going to draw a triangle with a rounded bottom and colour that in. You can do this with a piece of paper if you'd like and cut out the shape and glue that on. And then I'm just going to draw a mouth shape on the bottom. Give him some whiskers. There we go, that's all done. So now I'm going to stick his face on to the front. So because the tubes aren't flat, I'll just put glue on a reasonable amount of area and stick it where it will sit. There we go. And if you need to, just put a little bit more on the back. And there we go. Just quickly do this back up. There we go. And that's my finish holder. So as you can see, you can now pop pens in there, or I've had some scissors in my other ones, anything like that to organise your desk. So I hope you have a really great week when you go back to school, and don't forget to send in whatever you make or whatever you've been doing, just pictures or videos into Pastor Steve, just so that we can all share in what you've been doing. And have a really, really good week, everybody.
Shaboom! That was some fantastic crafts by Jackie there. Thank you so much for that.
We really appreciate you, Jackie. And guys, you appreciate it too, don't you? So I want to see your videos. I want to see your photos of you guys getting involved, doing that craft this week. I know you're going to have fun doing it.
Yes, and remember, you can subscribe to our channel. Click on the button that says subscribe. Click that bell, and that will give you notifications of every time Destiny Church posts something on YouTube.
You can also sign up to our newsletter. That's on the Destiny Church website. If you keep scrolling down, and then you can pop in an email address on there. Also on our website, we have lots of activity sheets. We have things that accompany every single episode that we've done. So there's memory verses, there's cool activities, there's colouring, there's all sorts on there. So make sure you do click through. That's destinychurch.co.uk.
Yeah, and thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below, and know that we are praying for you. We are believing the best for you and for your family. Go make a difference today, just like Moses did. God bless you. Goodbye. Wow, 25 episodes. That's a lot of episodes and a lot of people to thank.
Absolutely. So Jackie, thank you so much for producing brilliant crafts week after week. Thank you. We know the kids have enjoyed it. Let's be honest, the grown-ups have enjoyed it too. So thank you so much.
And Pastor Daniel, thank you for producing Grandma and Dusty and for making all the worship songs happen. Thank you so much for that.
And all the families who've gotten involved as well, the Goldings, the Kemshills, and everybody else who you keep sending us your videos, and we just love it. We love seeing your kids getting involved in worship, enjoying the crafts. We just love it. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, and thank you to the leadership of the church who have helped to make this happen. We've really enjoyed doing it as a family, and we've been blessed by all your comments and everything that you have said. So thank you very much, and we will keep producing these for as long as we need to until we're able to have good children's ministry again together back at Destiny. And you know, in all that time, I can't think of one mistake that we've made.
We're so happy you can join us today. It's our 25th episode, can you believe it? We love it. And so we've got a lovely video coming up of all you... So we're so happy...
It's a good start, it's a good start.
We love it when you guys send us your videos. So we've got a video coming up of all the kinds of things that you've been up to. We've got series today on Heroes of Faith. We're going to be looking at Moses, isn't it? Oh, goodness me.
Shaboom! That was some great crafts from Jackie there.
Do that again. I wasn't expecting to shaboom in my ear.
Hey there, everybody! It's great to see you today. This is the episode.
Hey there everybody, it's great to see you today. This is the section that we call Rewind. In this section, I look at the most awesomest videos on the net and we make decisions about them. Today, we are calling it Add to Bot. I'd be really scared living in that house because... I'd be really scared living in that house because of his fight. You know, you might feel sad, you might need tissues, but I want to
This is a song we found on the internet. My family love it and it helps us remember. So this is a fun song that we found on the internet that really helps us remember our fruit of the Spirit, which are love, joy. That's not it.
No, we are going to get this right. That's right. Get up off your feet. Find a space.
No, they need to get on their feet.
By God, isn't that wonderful? God loves you so much. I lost my sheep.
DestinyChurch.co.uk. You can subscribe to our channel by hitting the button on our webpage. You can subscribe to our TV.
What we'll do this week is we'll put in there a promise sheet. This highlights what we'll do there. What we'll do this week is we'll put in a promise sheet. What we'll do this week is we'll put in a promise sheet, and on that sheet we'll just put in some of the promises that we have highlighted and that we love. So you can just so that you can use that as a starter. But the Bible is full of good stuff.
Okay.
Oh, yes.